Good morning, YouTubers. This is your code Farik. Matt Shiny here at the ZCF Studios on this Saturday, June 28th in the 92805 zip code in Southern California. And today's weekly zip code, so to speak, is 31533, Douglas, Georgia. Once again, a southern state. 31533 is one of two demographic zip codes that covers Douglas, which is kind of strange to me because we have areas that are far more populous here in Southern California that just have one demographic zip code. This place has, the city itself has 12,000 people in it. Between the two zip codes, perhaps 30,000 people. 31533 has 17,873 people in it, over 63.8 square miles. So very, very spread out, some urban, some rural. Douglas was founded in 1855 as the county seat of the newly created at that time Coffee County, named after Stephen Douglas, who was the challenger to Lincoln in the 1860 election. You can imagine antebellum Georgia and right on the brink of Civil War Georgia going with the guy that was going against Lincoln. So there you have it. Douglas didn't become a town, though, until 1895. It didn't become a city until 1897. And it was, for a long, long time, the main business of this place was tobacco. There are also textile mills and other things that eventually closed down and kind of drove the jobs away from Douglas, and it's been in kind of a, sort of starting to come back, but not in the same way. More of a bedroom community for some other towns that are larger, like probably maybe Valdosta if you want to drive 60 miles from work to home. Anyway, Douglas is known for quite a few notable people, actually. We're going to mention two of them, and also people that have visited and things that have visited. Let's go back to that. There are two guys named Greg. Greg Holland, the country singer, born here in 1967. And there's also Greg Walker, the Major League Baseball player. Had a career from 1982 to 1991. Played for the Chicago White Sox and the Baltimore Orioles. Marylander that watches this thing on a regular basis, totally be stoked on this, I hope. He also coached for the Chicago White Sox and the Atlanta Braves. And I think, though, Douglas is a little more famous now for who and what came to visit. 2020, the Trump lawyer team came to visit Coffee County, again, of which Douglas is the county seat, because Coffee County could not certify a winner. It was so close in the election. Georgia went for Biden very narrowly, and the Trump lawyers were trying to overturn that, and it didn't happen. And this is one of the places, if not the place, they came to visit to try and make that happen. Another type of disturbance came, and this one far more destructive, in 2024, but having nothing to do with the election. It was in September of 2024, and it was Hurricane Helene. It made landfall somewhere else, but then hit Coffee County and Douglas by default, and caused about 80% to 85% of the houses to have some damage as a result of the winds and the rain. Because of where it's situated, being a little over 100 miles northwest of Jacksonville, a little over 100 miles northeast of Tallahassee, both of which are not far from the ocean, and more or less forming a triangle with those two cities, it can get hit from time to time with things that to do with hurricanes. Weather's not like that today, though. Right now, it's 87 degrees, high of 90, low of 71. Tomorrow, be a high of 88, low of 71, thunderstorms. Monday, high of 88, low of 71, cloudy. Tuesday, high of 87, low of 71, cloudy. So that's summer in southeast Georgia rather, for you. And that's the 31533 zip code in a nutshell. If you like, hit like. If you don't like, leave a comment of whatever kind you want to in the comment section below, and hit subscribe. And we'll see you in the next video. Have a good week.